2026 is here. If you want to have success in 2026, we all know that writing goals is a good habit. It's a good thing to do so that when you are in the midst of your year, you can look back at what you wrote so that you can stay on track. So, one thing about goals that I want to share with you today so that you can make your goals attainable and also in a way where they help you stretch is this. You want to make goals where they aren't too easy, but they're also not too hard. If they're too easy, and you're going to hit them quickly, and then you'll need to write new goals, which is fine to do that. But if you want to be a little more optimal in writing these goals and making it more of a challenge, which is, I think it's good to make it more of a challenge, you should make the goals realistic, but hard enough to where it's still a challenge. I like to think of it, if it's a goal that you can attain without God's help, then it's probably not big enough. But that doesn't mean, I think people hear that and they're like, I'm gonna sail the world like Columbus. Like, make the goal realistic, but just enough, just out of your reach to where you need God's help to actually attain it. So, when you're writing your goals, keep that in mind, and when you're making them, that you don't want them to be too easy, because you want to have to stretch. You want to have to go through moments of where you're feeling like giving up. That's not a bad thing. A lot of people kind of beat themselves up, or they think there's something wrong with having moments of wanting to give up. That's part of life. The Bible calls it a good fight of faith. If having faith was easy, it wouldn't be called faith. In the word faith, it's meaning that we have to believe in something that's hard. I don't need to have faith in gravity. I know that that's for sure real. But having faith that God is going to take me out of this hard, troubling moment and bring me into something good, as a human being, I can't rationally always think that way. Sometimes I'm like, I don't know if God will, even though I know that He will. But my emotions are telling me otherwise, and the news and my friends are saying that they're not sure, man, it's not looking good for you. So, I don't even know how I got to that, but back on point to make goals that require you to have some faith. They're going to challenge you. You're going to have moments of wanting to give up. And these are not moments in which there's an issue. There's not an issue because you want to give up. So there's one more scripture just to hammer this whole point home. I think it's Peter. He says, do not consider it strange, the fiery trials that you're in. This is not weird. Why, it's not weird to be struggling. It's not a problem. It's part of life. And not that you just are always happy, but when you are in the midst of feeling depressed and having challenges in life, it's part of the whole process of being a human being. Ups and downs, happy moments, low moments. Paul says, and I'm ending it here, I've learned to be abased and I've learned to be high. I've learned how to be happy. I learned how to live with much. I've learned how to live with little. I've learned to be content in all situations. That took time for him to get to that place. He was probably in his 50s or 60s when he wrote that. Maybe some of you listening to this right now, 20s, 30s, 40s, we're still in the midst of trying to learn that lesson. And it might take till 50 till you actually, oh, I get it now. Yeah, God, I can be content in all situations. So, as you are creating your goals, make them easy enough as they're realistic, but also out of reach slightly, so that you got to rely on God to attain these goals. So, I wish you the best, and I know that you are capable. I want you to know that, to attain all your goals in 2026.